Greetings, fellow captains, and welcome back to another episode of World of Warships with the Hivehound. And I would like to introduce you to what I feel like is the undisputed king of the current Tier 8 cruisers, at least. And that is none other than the USS Buffalo. I've played this ship quite a bit now, and the damage output and I almost think this thing is maybe slightly overpowered, and this game, I'm hoping that you'll be able to see why. Obviously, it's not got the greatest armor in the world. It's not meant to. It's a cruiser. It doesn't have a 30mm Edinburgh bow, for example, which a lot of people tend to love to hate on because there's not very many ships. Was there? The Yamato, the Masashi, I believe now the Republic and Georgia are the only things that can overmatch it. Unfortunately, the Buffalo, in all fairness, I didn't check. I'm sure it has 28, which means most tier 7, tier 8 and legendary battleships can in fact overmatch it. But we're taking a slightly cautious approach to the start of this battle because obviously we're in a cruiser. There's 4 enemy battleships, which mean the potential to take a bit of a hurting is definitely there. We're spotted. The likelihood is that is in fact the enemy destroyer. Not a lot is particularly going to be able to outspot us. Saying that, I believe I have a 12.5k spotting range, or detectability range, sorry, on the Buffalo with my build. So it's not completely unheard of. So we have spotted a couple of rather nasty battleships already. There is the legendary tier Yamato on the enemy team. We've spotted Frederick de Grob, Grosse Kurfürst, and again, we're still here. We're still spotted, and a Frederick de Grob is pushing the flank kind of hard, and a Key as well is also trying to push the outside. And predictably, like I said, I thought it was likely that it was the DD that spotted us, and yes, he has fired his torps in our general direction. But we managed to escape reasonably unscathed. But we have kind of put ourselves in a position where we're kind of broadside to a German battleship at about, under 5 kilometers. So as you can see, I'm actually punching it into reverse and putting it forward because I want to get out of the way as much as we can. Our HE salvo, that's not very impressive. But these are American super heavy armor piercings, so we switched to AP, and boom, there's a 17, almost 18,000 damage salvo. Again, 7.5 seconds later, our second salvo goes off. That's 13,000 damage, and salvo number 3 is off, and that is going to be the end of the Grosse Kurfürst. Frederick de Grob. Sorry, he was deleted really quick. That was like 40,000 damage in what, 22.5 seconds or 23 seconds, something like that. Not a long time, not a very long period of time at all. And yeah, that made me think. Oh yeah, I was like, wait, hang on. This Buffalo's guns, they're juicy, and we get a bit of an oh shit moment because yes, we are in the cap. But 8 kilometers away is, in fact, a Yamato. He does manage to put a not insignificant hurt in on us. We damage con to get our rear gun in. You see, first salvo, we done about 10k. Second salvo, okay, that was a bit poor. That was about 8k. 11 if you add the final one. We do get a bit of assistance there. We score another 10k salvo. We do actually bounce 2 Yamato shells there. you could hear them pinging off the side of the ship because we angled right. As you notice, I'm changing my aim slightly because he is angled. We're aiming higher, and look at just the consistent punishment, even to the superstructure of the Yamato. And there he is. There he's gone. That was 60,000 damage. We were assisted a little bit by one of our battleships. Obviously, they did give him a bit of a hurting, but yeah, we put in another 60,000 damage almost as quickly as we done the 40k on the gross occur first. So this is what I mean. This ship is disgusting. So I pop my radar because we knew a DD was kind of floating around somewhere. He has obviously pushed around the other side of the island and outside of our range. So my thought process is right, okay, there's 2 cruisers over here and a battleship. It's a Shimakaze. Like, yes, the Shimakaze is very dangerous. I have just used my radar, and I have used my sonar. There's 3 minutes until I can really do anything meaningful to detect him. I've got a 12.5 kilometer detection range, so like he's always gonna I can't stealth radar him. He's always gonna spot me, and if he's smart enough, he's always going to stay away. So the best thing that I can do is push for C. We've got a reasonable lead at the moment, but that can change very quickly. There is a division of cruisers on the enemy team. I don't believe we had any divisions on our team at all, and they are pushing in, and they are going to try and take B. So I am going to push for D. I'm going to head over to D and see if I can. Hopefully, I can get some crossfire shots on them. With the positioning of our ships, although it is looking good for us, it's going to take a while for the rest of the ships that were at B with me, the 2 cruisers and the battleships, really to get into any sort of position to try and aid us. I am spotted. Judging by where everything else was on the map, that is going to be the destroyer that was over at sea. But we know he's behind us. We're travelling away from him. The chances of him even firing torps at us, I feel, are a little bit slim. And the chances of him having the range as well then to even hit us, even if he does fire torpedoes, is so low. Like, I'm not concerned at all. There is obviously a battleship there. I believe I remember while looking at the team list that it was a gross occur first. So I'm not overly concerned about his ability to do us any particular damage. That Alaska, however, like, we can't angle against the gross occur first and the Alaska. The Alaska is the easier of the 2 ships to kill. I want to cap the D flag because they have capped B. Unfortunately, because I haven't played the Buffalo a significantly long period of time, my shots on the Alaska have been a bit shit. Let's be honest. I've missed a lot of salvos at him, and in all fair, we're close enough now. We're approaching 10 kilometers from the gross occur first. This is where I feel that I can cause significant and consistent damage to him. So we are going to make the switch. We are going to ignore the Alaska and start focusing this gross occur first. And what was that? That was close enough to a 10k salvo, I think. I don't think anyone can really complain. That salvo was a little bit weak. It was about 8k, but he had started turning in and angling towards us. Like you see, like, he's just not causing the damage in return to us, and we're just tearing him apart, completely annihilating him. And there we go. That is kill number 3, and already 150,000 damage, predominantly all to battleships with our super heavy armor piercing. And to my surprise, the Shimakaze was shooting at us. His torps just fell short, but for him to fire them, he'd have to be chasing, and for him to be chasing, he'd have to be within my radar range. He does fire up his smoke screen. We fire AP because that's what we have loaded. He's angled, so we managed to score a juicy 10,000 damage on him. He's sitting there in the smoke thinking the smoke's going to make him invisible, not realising that that my radar's still got a couple of seconds to go. Are we going to pick up kill number 4? No, the mains yoinks it and secures the kill. But there are still 2 ships left. So there is still the potential for a Kraken, and we are on 162,000 damage already. So I am 100% at this point going to chase that Kraken. I've got 15,000 hit points left. There's a mains and an Ochakov. The mains and the Ochakov are divisioned together, but I got 3 shots on the mains here. They're at maximum range. He's kind of travelling away a little bit, so I'm not expecting miracles. But you do miss every single opportunity for a shot that you don't take. Kind of good news that the mains decides that the best course of action at this time is to turn into us. I believe what he's trying to do, because I've been unspotted for a little while, is to use the Ochakov spotting whilst allowing himself to spam from behind the islands, which is definitely the smart move to make. But because I positioned myself accordingly, there we go. He's gone. He's out of there, and we secure kill number 4, and we also begin to cap B as well. So yeah, I think you should by this point be able to see and understand why I think the Buffalo's so good. I know we're very early into tier 8, and the Donskoy is a great ship. Those 182mm guns are they almost feel like they're in the perfect spot. They don't overmatch. They seem to score very consistent damage, but just having the ability to absolutely tear apart battleships that are dumb enough to go broadside to the Buffalo, like really sort of makes this ship special. And the fact that you know, with careful angling, like, you can bounce a lot of those shells that should be dev striking you. So do remember that. Do remember that the Buffalo has got half decent side armor, and you want to kind of you want to be taking advantage of that. So we cap B. The Ochakov is within our gaze. In all fairness, I probably should have switched to armor piercing, but the Ochakov is a very agile little ship, and they have the tendencies to turn and dodge a lot, and I didn't really want to lose the opportunity of Kraken. And obviously if I set him on fire, that very much increases the chance of that, but that goddamn means comes in and yoinks another kill, and we finish up on 4 kills at the end. 170,000 damage, a high caliber, and 3,600 base XP. So I do hope you liked the introduction to the Buffalo. If you're interested in the build, do pop by my Discord channel. And as always, until next time, take care.